And I'm back with another playthrough of Elroy and the Aliens. I hope you don't mind my commentary.
I think we scared off that bird for good. I hope it's going to be okay. My plan really failed. Spectacularly. Ugh. A bunch of engineering books. I've read all of them twice, at least.
Nothing in the fridge. Now to salvage it.
It's completely destroyed. Months of hard work for nothing.
Well, you're certainly keeping a strong face over it.
It's the magnification on... I get 55 channels. It's complete... Oh, Dad, could you really be alive?
Could have put a little more emotion into that voice. Oh, Dad, could you really be alive?
Marie Curie is a hero of mine.
Yeah, so is her husband. It's too feminist. They worked as a husband and team. As a husband and wife. As a team.
Hey, Elroy!
Yeah?
What did you say to that girl? She ran off like the devil was chasing her.
We found a message from my dad.
Diego? What did it say?
I think he may be alive.
Holy macaroni, alive? Alive where?
I'm not sure. Somewhere far away, he said.
Well, are you gonna find out?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Why the hell not?
I have to fix my roof. It might rain.
What do you mean, rain? This is Slope City. It hasn't rained in months.
To be honest, it's really hard for me to wrap my head around it. It took me a long time to get over my dad being gone. Now that I have a chance to learn more about all that, I'm afraid of what I might find. I'm afraid of feeling like I felt back then again.
You never get over losing a parent. Believe me. It just becomes part of who you are. All those feelings, they are repressed, maybe faded, but they are still there. Real and deep. If I had a chance to have one more conversation with my father or mom, I would take it in a second. Trust me, Elroy. If you don't go after this, you'll regret it forever.
Maybe you're right.
Darn right I am. Now, get your ass moving and do this.
Okay.
Now that was pretty spiritual, what you just said there.
An old greystone I tried to fix up. Turned out it was useless, so I stripped it for spare parts. Too bad. Could have really used some help around here. I should find the book first. The Legend of the Hani Pentagon by Diego de Luna, my dad.
You made it.
Hi.
Listen, I wanted to apologize for earlier. I got a little excited, but I can't imagine how you must be feeling right now.
That's all right. It's been 18 years. But I think I'm ready to find out what really happened to my dad.
You sure you're okay? We can give it a few days.
No, yeah, I'm sure. Let's do this. Here, I brought the book.
Why does this feel like tightening? Must be the father and son thing. In Caribes, a language spoken by Caribes Pueblo people in New Mexico, Hami essentially means pine tree. It is believed that the ancient Rigoni society used large pine tree-shaped objects in their religious worship. No item of place or such kind was ever found in the desert, but cave drawings and artifacts from that era indicate the existence of an important place of religious worship and divination. Archaeologists also found numerous clay tablets with symbols, and some believe that the symbols represent a writing system, like an abjad or even an alphabet. After careful study, and with help from linguistics Dr. Lee and Dr. Kankar, I have been able to decipher 15 of these symbols.
These letters and numbers could be useful.
UGEYRLDIO 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What exactly is the Hami Pentagon? I believe that it might be the most important archaeological discovery ever found in North America. Everything we have uncovered so far indicates that it should lie somewhere deep in the desert around San Gallardo Valley. Due to the vast distances and difficult terrain, all searches have so far been unsuccessful. However, I believe with that sufficient funding and a capable team, the Hagi Pentagon, the Hyani Pentagon can finally be found. Based on decades of research, I'm convinced that the Hani Pentagon contains not only unprecedented archaeological value, but also a powerful ancient device with an unknown, but based on all evidence pointing to it, extraordinary significant fusion. Why was the Hani Pentagon so important to Ryongi society? Who had built it? What was its purpose? Some of the Ryongi tablets we have uncovered over the past several years are made from an incredible durable material of unknown origin. It seems completely resistant to erosion and environment.
What do you know about these Ryongi?
Nobody really knows who they were.
Ryongi.
They seem to appear in a certain moment in history without clear continuity.
Ryongi.
There, those numbers.
It looks like a coordinate. 34.0584 degrees north.
Wait, isn't there supposed to be a second number?
Oh.
Oh, what?
Shit.
Oh, must have gotten some rocket fuel on it. Well, we have the latitude at least. Do you have a map? And a pencil?
Let me check. There should be pencils in the cup behind you.
34.0584 degrees north. This means the location is somewhere along this horizontal line. Shoot, that's literally hundreds of miles of desert. This is pointless. We'll never be able to search that whole area.
Wait, I might have some clues to narrow it down. I've been looking through our database for news from 1975, when your father disappeared, trying to spot anything weird, anything that stands out. And there are 3 things. Zarya Wonderbrust died in an accident in 1975.
Wait, Zarya? That sounds familiar. I remember my neighbor Mrs. Kandinsky talking about her. I think she used to date Mayor Wanderbrust.
Maybe you should go talk to her again.
It is with great sadness that we must report the tragic loss of Zarya Wanderbrust, wife of Cyril Wanderbrust, CEO of Wanderbrust Industries. The police report that Mrs. Wanderbrust lost her life on May 24th after falling from the Wanderbrust Tower rooftop due to some electrical failure. Witnesses saw Mr. Wanderbrust leave the scene visibly shaken. Like most citizens of Slope City that night, Mr. and Mrs. Wanderbrust were observing the lunar eclipse. The staff of the Slope City News would like to extend their sincere condolences to Mr. Wanderbrust and Mr. Wanderbrust's family. Blood Moon Festival. May 24th, May 26th, lunar eclipse. Mayor Jones addressed the 100-strong crowd shortly after the eclipse, saying that, to move forward, we must look up. Now that's surreal.
Pompous Compass went out of business in 75.
Pompous what?
The Compass Company. It went bankrupt that same year. Apparently, there were hundreds of reports of compasses spinning uncontrollably around a certain area. Wait, you have got to be kidding me. Charles McGee was the founder and CEO?
You mean Space Blanket Charlie from Park Square?
Yup. You should go talk to him.
Pompous Compass goes bust. After decades as the #1 compass manufacturer in America, Pompous Compass was finally forced to close its doors. Over the past several months, an increasing number of defects had plagued the company, which, due to its lifeline money-back guarantee policy, had to refund almost $1 million. Sources close to the company reported that its CEO, Charles McGee, was struggling to accept the situation and that he seemed generally unwell. Our sources have further reported that Mr. McGee had been reaching out to anti-government organizations, claiming that a larger conspiracy had caused his sudden fall from grace, and that either the government or a larger financial player was behind it. With further endeavors. United Nations Day.
Pompous Compass went out of business in 75.
Pompous...
The Compass wait.
You mean...
Yup.
On March 8th, the first United Nations Day for Women's Rights and International Peace was proclaimed on International Women's Day during the International Women's Year.
This article is about a missing train station.
Train station?
The San Gallardo Express went from 13 stops to 12 that year.
Well, why is that significant?
It isn't in itself, but when I went to check where the missing station was, all information connected to it was redacted.
Like someone was covering it up?
Possibly. Maybe you can ask around Slope City Station, see what you can find out.
Punk rock. This looks different. A peculiar new band called the Sex Pistols gave a concert in the United Kingdom on November 5th, opening for the headliners Bazooka Joe. Singer John Lydon, billed as Johnny Rotten, was backed by Glenn Matlock, Steve Jones, and Paul Cook in a performance at the St. Martin's School of Art. According to observers, the band was unexceptional musically aside from being extremely loud. They performed several cover songs, including The Who's Substitute, The Small Faces' What You Gonna Do About It, and Steppin' Stone, made famous by the Monkees. Before the punk rock outfit could play a few original songs they had written to date, Bazooka Joe pulled the plugs as they saw their gear being trashed. A brief physical altercation between members of the two bands took place on stage. According to sources at the Slope City Railway Station, the San Gallardo Express line, the only line connecting Slope City to the rest of the valley, will be reduced to 12 stations beginning next month. Sources at the mayor's office list public safety as the main reason for the announced reduction. Slope City News has so far not been able to find out which station is being canceled. We will monitor the situation and keep you informed. I like to go back to that year.
All right, got it. Go see Space Blanket Charlie, talk to Mrs. Kadinsky, and snoop around the train station. What about the crystal my dad mentioned?
Let me worry about that part. I'll be here trying to figure out a plan.
Huh, an inkjet. Interesting choice. I would have thought a laser printer would be better for an office like this.
I try not to print a lot, saving the environment and all.
And if I ever go into animation, I want to use digital ink and paint to save the trees.
Wanderbrust Tower, the seat of power in Slope City.
In Phoenix, it's Chase Tower. Peggy? Bye, Peggy. Goodbye, Mr. Peggy. Goodbye, Mr. Peggy.
Hi again, Mrs. Kandinsky.
How's it going, Elroy?
Peggy and I...
Oh, I like the sound of that. About time you met someone.
Come on, Mrs. Kadinsky, it's not like that. Anyway, we've been doing some research, and it turns out Zarya Wanderbrust died the same year my dad disappeared.
Really? 1975, right? Never made that connection.
Can you tell me more about what happened?
Well, you know, I used to date Cyril Wanderbrust, who's now mayor, until he left me for that young little thing, that Zarya. I was heartbroken. Still am, to be honest. That son of a... Anyway, Cyril was suddenly madly in love. It all happened so fast. I was sure it wasn't gonna last. But it did. And he married that girl. Took her to Vegas, the whole deal. Then, one day, I think it was 75, they were up there on top of Wanderbrust Tower. He used to take me there, you know. And if I remember right, there was a total lunar eclipse. Like tonight. And I don't know what happened, but the girl fell from the tower and died.
That's terrible.
I think that to this day, Cyril would do anything to get that girl back.
Do you think there's a connection? My dad and Mayor Wanderbrust used to work together.
I don't know. I never asked him about his work. But I do know one thing. Cyril never lets anything or anyone stand between him and what he wants.
Mrs. Kandinsky, my dad mentioned something called a gate crystal. Mayor Wanderbrust is supposed to have it. You wouldn't happen to know anything about it? It's super important.
Gate crystal. That sounds like something from Cyril's expeditions. But he never really talked about his work. He always did spend a lot of time in his office, though. That's the first place I would look if I were you. I'm not sure they'll let you in, though.
Maybe they don't need to let us in.
Oh, exciting. You know, we once snuck into the marketing director's office at the airline. He had a legendary liquor cabinet from hosting all those important big shots. Our office parties could get pretty crazy, and everything closed real early back then, not like today. Anyway, I do know a little something about breaking and entering.
I didn't say we were going to break in.
Well, whatever you do, I don't judge. Just make sure you don't get caught.
Hey, do you remember that the San Gallardo train used to have 13 stops?
To tell you the truth, I never really kept count. Besides, I prefer driving to taking the train. Why are you asking?
Well, apparently there are only 12 stops now, and I'm trying to find where that town is the train has been skipping.
I have no idea. But there's probably someone at the train station who knows. Why don't you ask there?
Yeah, I'll do that. Thanks anyway. Gotta go. Bye.
Yeah.
Hi there.
Hi there. Happy Blood Moon Day.
Happy Blood Moon Day to you too.
Happy Blood Moon Day, Cleo. Okay, it's not really a name.
So, what are you painting?
The Blood Moon. You know, it's not just about the moon looking a little red. I want to capture the emotion, mystery, and the power of the spectacle we're going to experience tonight. You know, a lot of people believe that lunar eclipses are a sign of big changes coming.
Is that what you believe?
Well, if you think about it, for a few minutes, the Earth, we, will be positioned directly between the moon, which, as you know, has great influence over all sorts of things like tides, sleep patterns.
Werewolves?
No, but seriously, we'll be directly between the moon and the sun, which is basically the main source of energy for all life on this planet. The moon, yin, and the sun, yang, and us, directly in the middle. People back in the day believed all sorts of things about the eclipse, like a jaguar eating the moon, a demon drinking an elixir of immortality. Me, I think there's definitely some kind of power there. We may never fully understand it, but it has an effect, you know.
Don't get me wrong, but I like to stick with science instead of superstition.
And that's perfectly fine. To each their own, right?
Right. I like your pictures, though.
Thanks.
What do you make of the festival?
Well, I flew in especially for this.
So you're not from around here?
No, I like to travel with the eclipses. Southern Lights and Northern Lights. I was just in Norway last month. But this event might just be my favorite. Slope City is a pretty charming little town too. Well, at least it used to be.
Ah, so you've been here before.
Yeah, actually came here for the festival in '75. That was one heck of a blood moon, let me tell you.
I get why eclipses are cool. They're rare and interesting to look at. But it feels like people are reading far too much into it.
Well, when was the last time you saw a total lunar eclipse?
Maybe 10, 11 years ago? And another one when I was 5, I think.
What are you now, 20-something? So, 11 years ago, you were still a kid. But now that you're older and more aware of the world around you, maybe you'll get it. Compare the world before and after the blood moon, and see if you can notice any significant differences. You know, they say the one tonight's gonna be special.
Yeah, I heard it's supposed to be longer.
And much more powerful.
Do you know Mr. McGee over there?
Well, we share the square, and he gave me a pamphlet. But other than that, not really. I kind of feel sorry for him. He really believes all these conspiracy theories. Must be a hard life, being afraid all the time like that.
Yeah, you know he used to be CEO of a successful company.
No shit. Wow. Well, that's why I don't do any of that corporation bull. Far less stressed that way.
There was another blood moon here in '75.
Yeah, I was actually here to see it. I think I was probably about your age then. It was a great festival, and people from all over were here. We went really hard with all the partying too. I actually met my husband here. Well, ex-husband. He turned out to be a total bore. Anyway, that was my first proper adult blood moon. Loved it. Although, I heard someone had an accident that day. Died, I think. And come to think of it, looking at the town now makes me realize how different it is.
Yeah, Slope City hasn't exactly thrived since '75.
It's sad, yeah. But think about it. A big change came to this town at the same time as the blood moon. Coincidence? I think not.
Probably a reference to The Incredibles. But I don't care for that film anymore.
See ya!
Bye.
That's an impressive collection of crayons. The composition is really nice. As an engineer without a sense of aesthetics, I'm always baffled by how someone can create something so beautiful. Hello, my name
Have you
is...
found it?
Found what?
My shield hat. Ah! Make it stop!
Make what stop? What are you talking about?
Mind control signals. They're everywhere. Can't you feel them? Oh, they're everywhere.
What's this hat you're talking about?
It insulates the brain from electromagnetic and telepathic impingement.
You mean a tinfoil hat?
Don't be ridiculous. It is made out of 3 millimeter thick aluminum of the highest purity. I must get it back.
Couldn't you make one out of those space blankets over there?
Wrong material.
All right then, did you see who took your hat?
Little monsters in armor. They had shields and weapons.
That sounds like Terry Clark's gang. I know where to find them. If I get your hat back, will you answer some questions for me?
Whatever you need.
All right, I guess I'm getting this man's hat back. Terry Clark and her gang usually hang around the basketball court. I should check there first. Every time we came here, my dad would let me throw a coin into the fountain for good luck. No coins in there today, though. The Theater of Dreams. I can't just waltz into the theater without a good reason. I don't know anybody there. Such a shame what happened to Stanton Park. This used to be such a great place. I remember my dad and I coming here every day when I was a kid. I could barely reach the basket with the ball, but it was the thing we did together. And I loved that. Hey there, Terry.
Halt! You will address the Queen with the proper horrific.
Do you mean honorific?
That's what I said. Horrific.
Ah, forget it. All right. Hello, Your Majesty.
Oh, hi, Ginger. Has anyone ever told you that you look like strawberry shortcake?
Haha, very funny. Nice hat you've got there. Doesn't it belong to Charles McGee?
It's mine now. Spoils of war.
A queen needs a crown.
Soils of war.
Come on, Charlie needs the hat back. So, you're a queen, huh? Queen of what?
I am Terry Clark, the Magnificent, Queen of Slope City, Protector of the 7 Kingdoms, and Banisher of Redheads. Tell me, is it true that gingers have no soul?
They have a freckle for every soul they stole.
Not. Yes, I do have souls. And that soul is gonna be yours if you don't shut your damn mouth.
Terry, your mom won't be happy when I tell her about this.
I am the Queen. Your empty threats do not scare me.
You will bow before the queen, commoner.
Yes, bow, Commander.
Besides, she would never believe you. She's so clueless.
Almost as clueless as you.
Oh, really? Can a clueless person do this?
If I get you a better crown, will you give me the hat?
A shiny crown worthy of a queen?
A shiny golden crown.
Yeah, if you bring me a shiny golden crown worthy of a queen, I shall relinquish this one.
Licorice this one.
Oh, shut up, Ben.
Later.
If that were me, I would have said, if you're going to be a bitch, then I suggest you try a doctor.
Darn it, not again! Stupid hardware!
I should ask Sierra if she needs any help with the generator. These cars have been here for decades. I should ask Sierra if she needs any help with the generator. Hey, Sierra, you will not believe what I've got to tell you.
What?
My dad might still be alive, Sierra.
Seriously? How?
Come on, I'll fill you in.
Are you serious? You're gonna steal some crystal from the mayor and then go on a dangerous trip into the desert? With a person you just met today?
My dad might still be alive, Sierra.
I'm totally with you, don't worry. Just never seen you this enthusiastic. It's like you're suddenly reborn. You know what Bob Dylan says? He not busy being born
Is busy dying.
Amen. Happy birthday, my friend. And sorry to hear about our rocket.
That's okay. I have a new mission now. Hey, what's up with your generator?
Yeah, can you believe it? I filled it up with diesel just a week ago. Piece of crap.
Yeah, but this rig of yours is not exactly energy efficient.
Hey, what can I say? It's got a brand new Pentium processor. Pentium. That's 586. Can you believe it? If you want a state-of-the-art game, you need state-of-the-art tools. Anyway, do you think you can figure out what's wrong with it?
Sure, I can try. You know, it's funny how things work. If I hadn't crashed my rocket today, I would never have found out that my dad might still be alive.
Yeah. Any idea why it crashed, though? The design looks solid to me. And we know for a fact that the software I wrote is flawless.
Right. I'm not sure. There was some kind of weird electrical discharge that might have damaged it.
Nah, well. Don't worry, man. You got bigger fish to fry now.
I do. Later. Hi there. Thanks for fighting for Stanton Park. It really means a lot to me.
You got it, buddy.
Give us back our sport! Fix the basketball court!
Give us back our sport! Fix the basketball court!
Give us back our sport! Fix the basketball court!
Give us back our sport! Fix the basketball court!
Needs better rhyming.
Finally, somebody's standing up for Stanton Park.
I guess there is justice in this
The
world.
mayor's car. He's making a real statement with that.
Fix the basketball court!
Give us back our sport! Fix the basketball court!
Give us back our sport! Fix the basketball court!
Cyril Wanderbrust was working with my dad before he vanished. I've always wondered if he knew more than he was letting on. I'm not going in there without a plan in place. Hi there. Thanks for fighting for Stanton.
You got it, buddy.
Finally, somebody.
Give us back our
Finally.
sport! Fix the basketball court!
Give us back our sport! Fix the basketball court!
Hi there.
Oh, hi. Are you going to Draketown for the symposium as well?
What symposium?
The Geographical Symposium, of course. I'm writing an article about it for the Slope City Journal.
Slope City Journal, huh? Do you know Peggy Wolf?
Oh, yes. Very ambitious, that girl. I like her energy. Good writing skills, too. Is she a friend of yours?
Yeah, sort of.
Uh-huh. Well, she's a keeper, that one.
If you're going to the symposium, you must know a lot about this region?
You could say that. What I don't know, I can look up in this book. San Gallardo, Chronicle of Settlements, published in 1974. Very few copies exist, you know. I found it in my mother's things after she passed away.
Oh, sorry to hear.
No, don't worry. It was a few years ago, but thanks.
Any chance I could borrow that book of yours?
No, sorry. This was my late mother's and it means the world to me. But I'm happy to use it to help you if you want.
Do you know anything about a train station that used to be part of the express line?
I'm afraid I know nothing about train stations, but if you give me an old place name, I can look it up for you in this book.
See you later.
Do not leave your baggage unattended. For security reasons, unattended baggage will be removed and destroyed. Using our patented high-pressure implosion system.
Unattended baggage detected. Danger, danger. Bag must be destroyed. Exterminate, exterminate, exterminate.
Whoa!
I better not bother her. Excuse me?
Yes?
Fancy bag security system you got there.
Top of the line Greystone 5000. It's never failed once.
But are you worried about false positives?
Like what?
Like innocent people getting their bags destroyed while using the bathroom?
Oh, we take security very seriously. At Slope City Station, we don't wait, we detonate.
But there has never been a bomb attack in Slope City. Ever.
Exactly. Why do you think that is? People like us, behind the scenes, making the world a safer place. You're welcome.
Okay. I wonder if you could help me with something.
Go on, I don't have all day.
All right. So, I heard that the San Gallardo Express used to have 13 stops.
The San Gallardo Express is a 12-stop line. Always was, and always will be.
But the article said...
Now move on. You're holding up the line.
Line? What line? There's nobody here. Great. Hello? Where did you go? That's strange. He must be hiding something. The guy in there might know something about the 13th station. If I put a bag on the floor here and leave, the security bot will probably destroy it. They keep an actual security bot in there. I don't want to bother him. Hey, you look awfully familiar.
You probably saw my twin brother, Carlton.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh, don't sweat it, kid. We're both used to it.
Is that really your twin brother in there?
Yes, that's Carlton, all right. We've both been working here for almost 30 years.
You seem so different from him.
Oh, well, don't mind Carlton. He can be a bit grumpy, but he means well.
That's why they've got me working the tracks while he's more behind the scenes.
Where is this train going?
There's only one line in this valley, the San Gallardo Express. 12 stops between Slope City and Cactus Falls. We stop at every station.
Can you tell me anything about a 13th train station?
13th train station? Where did you hear that?
A newspaper. From 1975. My dad disappeared that same year, and I'm trying to see if there's a connection.
That must be a mistake. This train only has 12 stops.
But why would the article lie? I just learned that my dad may still be alive after 18 years. All I want is a location. Were you working here back in 1975?
I was.
Then you have to remember the name of that station.
I'm terribly sorry, but I guess I forgot it.
Please, it's really important.
I'm sorry. I just can't tell you what you want to know. My brother Carlton is in charge of all the back office work, you know. Why don't you go inside and ask him?
I did, but he won't help me either.
I'm sorry. I hope you find what you're looking for. Oh. I wish there was something I could do.
I'll be back.
Thank you for using the Slope City Express.
I'm not ready to hop on just yet. Hello.
Welcome to Slopes.
Can you tell me anything about a 13th train station?
13th trains?
A newspaper. My dad disappeared that same year.
That must be a mistake.
But why would the article lie? I just learned that my dad may still be alive after 18 years. All I want is a location. Were you working here back in 1975?
I was.
Then you have to remember the name of that station.
I'm terribly sorry, but I guess I forgot it.
Please, it's really important.
I'm sorry. I just can't tell you what you want to know. My brother Carlton is in charge of all the back office work, you know. Why don't you go inside and ask him?
I did, but he won't help me either.
I'm sorry. Oh, I wish there was something I could do.
I'll be back.
Thank you for using the Slope City Express.
Hey, kid. Come over here for a second. I think I might be able to help you out.
Hi. You said you could help me.
I heard you talking to Wilson about 1975. A lot of things happened that year. Big and painful things.
Yeah? My name's Elroy. What's yours?
Well, I'm Stanley. Stanley Rosebud. People call me Stan. I used to be the electrician at Wanderbrust Tower until 1975.
So, what else happened in 1975?
Well, there was the accident at my work. Some kind of electrical malfunction. Mrs. Zaria, the boss's wife, she fell off the tower and died. May 24th, 1975. I remember there was a blood moon that night, and everyone was trying to find a good spot to watch it. Mr. Wanderbrust and Mrs. Zaria had the tower rooftop all to themselves. Oh, what a terrible tragedy. Everybody blamed me, of course, the electrician. But I clearly remember doing maintenance rounds that morning, and everything checked out all right. At least I thought it did. I never had a chance to go back and check my logs again.
So, how long have you been living like this?
Well, after the accident back in '75, I got fired for negligence. And they made pretty damn sure that no one else would hire me either. I blamed myself, of course. And the bottle was the only thing keeping me from going insane. I got really depressed and fell into a hole I couldn't dig myself out of. Nowadays, you get all these people saying, take this pill, or meditate, see you shrink, but back then you just kind of sat there, fading away, rotting, really.
Did you happen to know my dad, Diego de Luna? I think he worked with Mayor Wanderbrust.
Wait, you're Dr. Diego's kid? I knew you looked strangely familiar. He used to bring you around all the time. The only kid for miles with fiery red hair. Must be from your mother's side, I guess.
I guess so. I never knew my mother.
Oh, sorry to hear that, but your dad, oh, what a guy. We used to talk about poetry a lot.
My dad liked poetry?
Oh, yeah, the Romantics in particular. Deep in the shady sadness of a vale, far sunken from the healthy breath of morn, far from the fiery noon and eve's one star,
sat gray-haired Saturn, quiet as a stone. John Keats.
A fellow John Keats admirer, I see.
Not really, but I read Dan Simmons' sci-fi novel Hyperion, and I always do my research.
Science fiction. Two words I never thought went well together. So, what's your dad up to these days?
He disappeared in 1975. Presumed dead. But I know he's alive, and I'm going to find him.
Oh, good for you.
This may sound weird, but do you know anything about a 13th train station on this line?
No, not really. Why?
The newspaper said that this train line went from 13 stations to 12 in 1975, the same year my dad disappeared. I know my dad and Mayor Wanderbrust were doing archaeological expeditions together. I thought maybe this could be connected somehow.
I don't know about a station, but I do remember one name being said over and over around the tower back then.
What name?
Los Santos.
Los Santos?
Yeah. We were shipping a lot of supplies there back then. I always wondered what was going on there. It sounded important. All I know is that it's somewhere in San Gallardo.
It may be worth a shot. Thanks a lot. No place called Los Santos here. I need a more detailed map, or another source of geographical information. What was it like working for Mayor Wanderbrust?
Well, he wasn't mayor back then. I started working for his father, Mr. Allister, in '65. Now there was a noble man, Wanderbrust Sr. It was a big break for me, getting that job. Used to do work all over town as an electrician, but Wanderbrust Tower, now that was the real deal. Mr. Cyril was the director of operations at first, but took over as CEO in 1974, after his father passed. We didn't always see eye to eye, and he wasn't quite the man his father was, but I never had any real beef with him until that day. Breaks my heart the way things played out.
I gotta go. Bye.
Good luck finding your dad. He was the most resourceful person I ever knew. I'm sure he's all right.
Thanks. I don't want to say. The canister is pretty useful for transporting fuel, but... excuse me?
Yes?
Do you have the time?
Now let me see. It is 1:15. Look up to see what time it is o'clock.
Ah, ha, ha. Thanks. You and the conductor look very much alike. Are you brothers?
Wilson is my twin brother, yes.
How's that working with family?
As long as we keep out of each other's way, it's fine. That's why I'm back here, and he's out there.
Just so you know, I found the information I was looking for. No thanks to you. See ya.
It looks pretty sturdy. I'll save this and...
Unattended baggage will be destroyed.
I've always wondered if they actually follow through.
Looks like this bus is going to Draketown. Hi again.
How's it go?
Gotta go.
Yay!
Hi.
Hey, Elroy.
I spoke with Mrs. Kandinsky about the crystal. She said that it sounds like something from one of Mayor Wanderbrust's expeditions.
You mean your dad's expeditions?
Exactly. Anyway, Mrs. Kandinsky thinks that he would keep it close by. It's gotta be in his office. But how do we get in?
We'll need a way to sneak inside.
Sorry, but I need to ask. How come you're helping me with all this? Especially after that whole disaster with my rocket.
Are you serious? Look, I'm a journalist, and I can recognize a good story when I see one. And this, my friend, is the story of a lifetime. Besides, I'm a nerd for all things archaeology, and especially the stuff your father was working on. I mean, the Hani Pentagon, a giant conspiracy involving the mayor of Slope City, the chance to find the famous Dr. DeLuna. There is no way I'm letting this go.
Do you think that my dad might really be alive?
It's possible, at least. And even if, and I'm not saying that's the case, but even if he's not, don't you want to know what happened to him?
I guess. So, we need to narrow down the location of the Hani Pentagon.
Yeah. Do you want to see the articles I found again?
Sure. Let's go over this one more time. Now I know that...
Los Santos. Good work.
I still need to narrow down the location.
You do that.
All right.
Good luck.
Just a regular phone.
Give us back our sport! Fix the basketball court!
Give us back!
Hi there.
Fix
Thanks
the
for fighting for
basketball
Stanton.
court.
You got it, bud.
Give us back
Cyril Wanderbrust. I've always wondered. I'm not.
Give us back!
Finally, some.
Fix the basketball court!
Join the fight against mind control? People are already gathering for the Blood Moon Festival tonight.
Looks like this bus is going.
They keep an action. A golden color spray. I'm not putting my hand in there. This speaker is part of the train station's PA system. A fake Armandi purse. I'm sure Sierra won't mind if I... A bucket always comes in handy. There. This takes care of the color of the crown. Now all I need to fix is the shape.
I think it resolves things.
Huh? I don't want to combine these. Huh? I don't want... One should be enough.
I think I know where to go. Back to that laser cutter.
Good idea! I could use this to cut the bucket into a crown. But the laser cutter is useless without a diamond head. Now where can I find a diamond? This laser cutter is meant... My good old Vax... I was hoping to get the screen and keyboard. I guess I can kiss them goodbye now. Hi again, Miss... Mrs. Kandinsky, my dad meant Mayor Wander. You wouldn't happen... It's...
But he never really... He always... That's the first... I'm not...
Maybe...
Oh, you know, he... Our office... Anyway...
I didn't...
Well, just make sure...
Mrs. Mayor... You wouldn't... It's...
But he never... He always... That's the... I'm not sure...
Maybe...
Oh, you know, he... Our office... Well, just make...
Gotta go. Bye.
Yay!
If anyone is watching, help me find a crystal. Help. Help me. My brain is completely dead. Completely dead.
I can't just waltz into the... Cyril Wander, bro. I've always... I'm not...
Give us back our sport! Fix the basketball court! Give us back our sport!
They keep an action...
Unattended baggage detected. Danger. Danger. Human. Approach.
That's the security bot's, office. There's nothing I need in there.
Is this your baggage?
Yeah?
Do not leave your baggage unattended baggage.
Okay.
Unattended. Danger. Human. Is this your...
No. I have no idea whose bag this is.
Bag owner unknown. Danger. Danger. Bag must be destroyed. Exterminate. Exterminate. Exterminate.
That bot has watched Doctor Who one too many times. For a moment, I thought it was gonna fall.
Unattended
I've always wondered if they actually fought. Hello.
Welcome to...
I'll be back.
Thank you for... Yes?
Great chat. Thanks.
Uh-huh.
I wish I had the box.
Give us back our sport! Fix the basketball court!
Give us back our sport!
I don't want...
Court! Give us back our sport! Fix the...
Fancy a Wonder Shake?
No, thanks. Don't you know how many additives are in that thing?
Give us back our sport! Fix the basketball court!
Oh, shit.
Give us back our sport! Fix the basketball court!
A map of San Gallardo.
Give us back our sport! Fix the basketball court!
Give us back our sport! Fix the basketball court!
Give us back our sport! Fix the basketball court!
Where is the dime?
good old slopes.
I wish someone could help me find this diamond that I need. I've looked everywhere I can. It's getting
That's...
What's up?
See ya.
Bye.
Bye to you.